Unmarried, we're treated like failures. But married, we're at our husband's mercy, existing only to satisfy his needs. And we need to beg, wheedle, and cajole to get the slightest thing for ourselves.
Elvira, Rachel, what are you doing here?
Now that's a warm greeting.
I'm sorry. How much you want?
That's better. Well, I want a lot, but I'm only asking for what I need.
That would be plenty.
Listen, Oliver, if you let me keep my own checkbook, we wouldn't have to go through this each time I needed money.
Women have no head for figures.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We're silly creatures who think of nothing but gossip and new clothes.
I'm glad we finally agreed something.
Isn't it strange that when a man falls in love with one of us, he makes a complete fool of himself?
When a man is in love, he's already a fool.
What a nice thing to say.
Naturally, I'm talking about the stage, my love.
Oh yes, that reminds me, I hope you remembered we are going to the opera tonight.
What? I wish you'd remember that I hate the opera.
Oliver, you have to go or I can't go.
Take Rachel.
Thank you for remembering me, but I'm already going. Oliver, you know a woman can't go anywhere without a husband. And if I go, I'll be the topic of vicious slanders.
My God, what a life. Why should my husband be a slave to wife's demands? I don't care what people say, I'm not going.
What a life. A woman can't do anything herself. And if I do, I'll be the topic of belittling gossip. Oliver, you are going.
I'm sorry, Mama.
You are.
I don't have time to discuss this. You should be going for now.
Fine then, write me a check.
All right. Fill in whatever you need.
Thank you. I certainly will. Come on. Shopping.
They say society would fall apart without marriage holding it together. But I think it's worth us giving it a try. We men are fools. I mean, when we want a woman for ourselves, we keep them. But then, when we don't want them any longer, we can't get rid of them.
Sir, the new applicants to be interviewed are here.
Good. Listen, Rudy. Isn't there a tall, dark one with long hair and gorgeous olive eyes?
I haven't seen them, sir. Maurice told me that they were here.
You're Italian, right?
Yes.
Tell me about Italian.
What do you want to know, sir?
Well, you don't have to tell me that they're beautiful. I know that.
Some of them are.
And you don't have to tell me that they're passionate lovers. I know that too.
I suppose they can be at times.
Tell me more.
Well, if you want to know about Italian women, they're selfish and faithless.
They are?
Yes, and they're shallow and fickle. You want to know about Italian women? Now you know everything about them.
But I don't believe that all of them are alike.
I don't know them all,
Well, I would have, at least at your age.
but I know one, sir. We were in love. Or at least, I was in love. You plan to get married? No, I plan to marry. So I came to America to make my fortune, but I think she got tired of waiting for me. I haven't heard a word from her in months, but I don't think you're interested in hearing all this, sir.
Wait, just wait, boy. You want to get married, do you?
Yes, I do, but this girl is sir, do you understand Italian?
The word is universal. But you really want to get married?
Wouldn't tell you.
Of course, of course. A man's life is worth nothing without a wife to share it with. Imagine how miserable a man's life would be without a wife to soften his pleasures and sweeten his sorrows.
That's exactly how I feel.
Rudy, my boy, I can see that you're unhappy. You know, it's because you're lonely. I think you should get married. And I can help you do that.
How can you help me do that?
First tell me what you think of my wife.
Well, sir, I think your wife is a very kind, intelligent, and beautiful woman. She is everything a man could ask for in a woman. But how does that help me?
Because my wife has a sister. And she's exactly like my wife. Except that she's not married. You
If
see?
she is exactly like your wife, then why is she not married?
Well, let's say that the right man hasn't come along until now.
You mean to say your wife's sister and I?
Let me tell you something in confidence. Do you mean what it means?
It probably means I shouldn't have heard that at all.
Nonsense. It means that, Rachel is a wonderful young woman. I love her. As if she was my sister. But the thing is that she is exactly like my wife.
But why would I want to marry someone exactly like your wife? I would marry your wife instead. Could you get a divorce?
Obviously, I would get divorce for you.
Sir, I really appreciate the confidence in me, but I can't do it, sir.
For heaven's sake, man, why not?
Because in spite of what she did to me, I am still in love with Isabella. You can't change horses in the middle of the street.
Who told you that? Of course you can.
You can? You could do that, sir?
Well, I could. If someone was as intelligent and as wonderful as Rachel. Not another penny. I'm very busy. And I have interviews to conduct.
Am I hideous? Am I grotesque? No, maybe you don't have to answer that. I must be. At least my husband thinks I am.
But madam, I assure you, that isn't true.
No, no, don't try to defend him. You men are all alike, always lying for each other. No, don't take stupid for me.
Madam, I am not playing.
One woman isn't enough to satisfy your vanity. It demands a new conquest every month, every week, every single day. But do you know what is worse than that? I am. Instead of all this, I still love my husband. Go ahead, laugh at me. I know I deserve it.
But madam, your husband loves you too.
I wish I could believe that.
Yes, madam, it's true. Just a few minutes ago he was telling me how wonderful you are. But I assure you, you will never even look at another woman.
Ah!
It was a misunderstanding.
I think it was you who misunderstood.
Isabella, you're still here? What do you want?
A divorce.
Rudy, go after and explain.
Explain what, sir?
You'll think of something, just go.
Isabella.
This was a misunderstanding. What was your name?
Isabella Marchetti.
Miss Isabella. I meant no insult. In my country, what I did was simply considered to be being friendly.
In my country, my husband would shoot you.
You have a husband?
If I had a husband, he would shoot you.
Miss Isabella. I meant no insult. If I behaved inappropriately, probably it was because I was overcome by your beauty, by your charm. Please, won't you accept my sincerest apology?
Well, I suppose there was no harm done there.
And then there was no harm meant. Now tell me, what can I do to make up for this misunderstanding?
Sir?
Excuse me. Rudy, this lady is from your country, and we had a tiny misunderstanding, but it's all ironed out. In fact, I'm doing quite well with her. You know what that means.
You are?
But as a countryman, a few good words from you would help. Can you?
I would very much love to do that, sir.
Miss Isabella, I would like you to meet Rudy. He's from your country. I would treat like him as my brother. In fact, he's going to be my brother-in-law.
He will?
It's not impossible.
Well, how nice.
So you think it is?
Of course he does. He's going to marry my sister. But the point is, Rudy will be able to tell about I better than I can tell about myself.
Let's see, he's a good man, he's an honest man,
Thank you, Rudy.
and he's a generous man.
If you say
In
so.
fact, today only he told me that he would double my salary.
Double.
Yes, didn't he only say that I should be able to give my wife whatever she deserves, what she desires?
Well, that is very generous of you, Mr.
Please call me Oliver.
Perhaps I did misinterpret your harmless behavior. But, Oliver, if you had any idea what I've been through recently, you would understand why I become suspicious of men.
What have you been through recently? We would want to know, wouldn't we, sir?
If you want to.
Alone, in a strange country, you're expecting to see the fiancé you've been parted for over a year. Naturally, you think he'll be overjoyed to see you. But do you know what you find?
You find another man?
No! You find another woman! Now what would you say to a man like that?
I would say he was an idiot. Won't you, Rudy?
Maybe he has a good reason.
So perhaps you'll understand why I'm weary. And now, I see how fortunate I am to be befriended by you, Mr. Oliver.
Oh yes, Isabella. I have only in mind what's best for you.
And what is that? Wait, oh, wasn't another woman here a minute ago?
Listen, Isabella, could you please excuse me? I have to go to the bank. I'm leaving you to work out the details.
What did it, sir?
You think of something. Don't you want that raise that you promised yourself?
Yes.
Isabella, Rudy will take care of everything. I'll just be back in a flash.
Now what do you have to say for yourself?
Me? How dare you? What do you have to say for yourself?
Isabella, how can you? I love you.
Oh, is that why you're marrying another woman?
No, it isn't. I mean, I'm not marrying another woman. How could I possibly marry my boss's sister-in-law?
He said it was his sister.
He would say it was his mother if it was his purpose. Isabella, my boss is a married man.
That's what I thought.
You did?
Yes, Believe me, it wasn't my idea either.
Madam, what Rudy is trying to say is that he and I are in love.
Already? Well, I've heard Italians are passionate lovers, but this is incredible.
No, madam, what she wants to say is that Isabella and I were engaged before I left from Italy. When I came to America to make my fortune, she said she would wait for me.
But I got tired of waiting, so here I am.
I hope you're not insulted.
From what I have seen recently, I want nothing to do with any man, much less a husband. She doesn't want one, and I can't seem to hang on to the one I have. Looks like all husbands want is any other woman but his wife.
I wouldn't know, because I'm not married yet. But I think we let these men get away with it.
No, it's the fault of society. These men, they make all these rules, and we women are just supposed to meekly obey.
Yes, I feel we women must have more. What is the word pluck?
Is that a word? I am not sure, but I think you have given me an idea. Now, we all have to come together and decide what we have to do and embarrass Oliver at the same time. That is what I want. Exactly. Now, Rudy, when Oliver comes back, you have to tell him that you have addressed things with Isabella.
Wait a minute, what are you getting me into?
Trust me, just tell what I have told you to Oliver, and after that, simply use your brain. Now, come on, ladies. We have other things to do.
That is just fine. Use your brains whatever happens. But what is going to happen? I can't afford to lose my job, especially now. I mean, I can't tell him everything is worked out with Isabella. I definitely cannot. Whatever happens, I will not say that.
Rudy, where is she?
Everything is all worked out, sir. Everything is all worked out.
Is it? That's splendid. You've done very well.
Believe me, sir, I didn't do anything.
No, she's that eager. Rudy, please be honest with me. Do you think that young woman is in love?
I certainly hope so.
Then it seems that marriage hasn't destroyed all of my appeal after all. But Rudy, let me be honest with you. I sometimes ask myself, why do I do this? I mean, I have a perfectly loving and charming wife, and she's intelligent and often an entertaining company. But is it that the wife who drives me to this philandering, or is it because of the fear of getting old? Or is it just the thrill of the chase? Anyways, when I'm old, I'll have plenty of time to think about that. Now, Rudy, what do you think? Will she be coming back soon?
Well, using my brain, I think she would come back immediately.
Good Lord, she's that eager.
Sir, there is something very important I have to tell you.
Oh, I'm so pleased to... Who's this?
This is my mother. She wanted to be here for the occasion.
Oh, she did?
Oh yes, she wanted to be here to enjoy it too.
Oh, what I heard about Italian women is more than true.
Dio amore, grazie, pronto, perché danzo?
Mr. Oliver, my mother would like you to know how pleased she is to have your acquaintance.
That's nice.
Una bella partonatrice.
She hopes you will make me very happy.
I must say that your country's customs and culture is more than open-minded.
Dia pranzo, ragazzo, largo room.
Oh, and she understands that when we're living together, she doesn't expect to have the largest room in the house.
What?
Una bella persona come sister o brother.
Oh, but my brothers and I will gladly share a room.
Brothers?
Una bella persona come sister.
Capito. And she said, but if my sisters could have their own room, there are only 4 of them.
What's happening? Rudy, why don't you say something?
Sir, it seems like you have the entire family.
Oliver, what are all these women doing here?
Thank God there's been a terrible mistake.
And I'm sure you have made it.
Mr. Oliver, who is this woman?
Who am I? I'm Oliver's wife.
His wife! Mr. Oliver said he would marry me. Mamma mia, Mr. Oliver. Mother says we must call the police.
Police? No!
Oliver, did you tell this girl you were going to marry her?
Alvira, I swear to you, there's been a terrible mistake.
Okay, actually I believe you.
You do?
Yeah, because not even you can be foolish enough to commit bigamy.
Of course. I'm not that stupid. But what do we do now?
I'm not too sure, but I'll try to fix all this.
My dear, you've been so understanding. I really don't deserve you. If you could fix this, I swear to God that I'll never look at any other woman for the rest of my life.
Looking's not a problem, Oliver. Just next time, don't say anything.
I promise. But what do we do now?
Let me speak to them. C'è cosino, amara, affanabla.
Repito.
I'll be honored to be your husband if you will have me, my lady.
Well, I'll have you. But my mother says you don't make enough money to be married.
Well, certainly he is now.
Well, then it's all settled. And now, should we go discuss the details?
Sure. Sir,
Okay, take the rest of the week off.
thank you so much, sir. I'll definitely do it.
Well, Oliver, looks like we made them all very happy.
Well, let's hope they're going to be as happy as we are going to be from now on.
But I want to get married.